What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. We are rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer 2020 transfer window. So if you're enjoying the content, you want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City news and transfer news, then make sure you subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. It is free. We're right close now to 11,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. Social media links, they're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, email also in the description below too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries, leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. We are aiming for 600 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me, and also leave your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say. You can also become a JSGC member too by pressing that join button, which is next to the subscribe button, and we also have JSGC merchandise out, which you can check out just below the description. So let's crack on with this video. We have got a huge, and I mean huge, update with regards to Kalidou Koulibaly. Finally, at last, we could be having an end to the long saga that's been going on all summer. I apologise for my hair, it's terrible, really bad. Don't know what's up with my hair today. Anyway, let's crack on with the outs. Let's start first with Angelino, and if you are a fan of Angelino and him staying at Manchester City, you're going to love what I'm going to say. Now, Angelino, according to Guillem Balague, assume that's how you say his name anyway. He's saying that Angelino, he is going to be staying at Manchester City next season. He's going to be pushing for starts as well. Leipzig, they simply cannot afford Angelino, and so that means that if Zinchenko does leave Manchester City, and I'm going to be presuming that Cancelo then is going to be competing for the right back position with Kyle Walker, there's all of a sudden a position there for challenging Benjamin Mendy for a left back slot. Now, Angelino has put in some solid performances in for Leipzig since he joined them in January, and so he's wanting to come back to Manchester City and try and prove himself to try and get that left back slot. Now, I don't have a problem with that. I think Angelino is a fantastic left back, but he's a very, very good offensive left back, and so I feel like if Man City want to utilise him, they need to pick and choose their games where they can do that. And any team that's got a slow attack, I would then play Angelino because he goes so far forward. If we're going up against teams that's got lots of pace, we're going to get caught out, and so finding what suits would be great. And so I feel like slow attacks would suit Angelino playing, or if Manchester City are going to play 5 at the back, which we have done before, of course. Manchester City tried it against Lyon, it didn't really work, but we have tried it in previous seasons where it has worked fantastically. Let's not forget how successful it was back in, I think, 2017-18 season when we faced Liverpool at the Etihad. We played 5 at the back that day, and City ended up winning 5-0. So who knows with Pep Guardiola, maybe Angelino is going to be given another chance at Manchester City. And like I said, if you're a fan of Angelino, you're going to enjoy that news that I just said. Now, we've got an update on Claudio Bravo. Now, Manchester City yesterday, they announced that Claudio Bravo has left Manchester City after his current contract has expired. So I wanted to wish the best of luck to Claudio on his future endeavours. Real Betis, they're having a good look at him and are trying to bring him into their club. Manuel Pellegrini is in charge at Real Betis, and so they're looking to try and sign Claudio Bravo. So if we get an update on him finding a new club, I will report that in one of my transfer updates. But thank you, Claudio, for all your services at Manchester City, and best of luck in the future. And speaking of goalkeepers, it leads us on to Joe Hart. We were speaking about him yesterday. He had his medical with Spurs. He was set to sign for them, and now that is official. That is signed and sealed. He is a Tottenham Hotspur player, so the best of luck to Joe Hart, unless he ends up playing against us, to which case not so much best of luck. But he's going to be going in as third choice, being used as homegrown. Mainly that's because Tottenham now are in Europe, so it'd make sense for them to have a homegrown third choice goalkeeper. It's why Manchester City wants Scott Carson, and we had Scott Carson last season. And obviously Tottenham are going for Joe Hart. They must be paying a fair bit of wage there, so that's up to them. Joe Hart got himself a move to Tottenham. So, moving on to the ins. Old story, David Alaba, update. Sky Sports, they're reporting that Bayern and Alaba, they're struggling to agree a new deal, and therefore Alaba, he could leave within the next fortnight to join a Premier League club, is what's being reported by Sky Sports. And one destination could be Manchester City, although Manchester City apparently have cooled their interest, mainly because Alaba would have been used as a left-sided centre-back. We've brought in Nathan Ake, we've got Laporte that can play there as well. Manchester City not currently chasing that position. Now, if Alaba was happy to play left-back, then maybe Manchester City would pursue that. I'm not sure that is going to happen. Manchester United were being linked, but reliable sources at Bayern Munich were saying that this simply is not the case. So who's telling the truth? I do not know. I'd be surprised, is what I will say, if Alaba does leave Bayern Munich this summer. Now, another old story. Jack Grealish. Now, David Ornstein of The Athletic, they've been reporting that Manchester United, they've fallen behind Manchester City in the race to sign the Aston Villa man. My opinion now, I don't see this being true. I don't see Manchester City chasing Jack Grealish, and I say that because we simply do not need him. Where would he fit in? Why do we need him? The signing does not make sense, so I'm not sure that one to be true. Now, moving on, we've got a Lionel Messi update. Now, apparently he's going to be staying at Barcelona. Surprise, surprise. Their president, who Messi doesn't particularly like, or that's the vibe that I've got from it, but the president, he seems to think that with Barcelona set to appoint Ronald Koeman as their new manager, that Messi is going to be spearheading the new project under Koeman, and so they're wanting players to stay. They've earmarked players that they want to stay, and lots of players that they want to leave. Interestingly, I was speaking about it on my live stream during the PSG game against Leipzig yesterday, that one of them players that could be leaving is Luis Suarez, and he's been linked with a move to Ajax. And so it seems like Lionel Messi is going to be staying at Barcelona after all, which, like I said, surprise, surprise. I'd be very, very surprised if Barcelona ever let Messi go. And if they did, that's when Manchester City would come in, because the move would make sense whilst we've got Chiqui here, we've got the former Barcelona Chiefs here, and we've got Pep Guardiola here, and we've got his good friend Sergio Aguero here. It's a move that would make sense, and if he wanted to leave, then that's where City would probably start pursuing Lionel Messi. Personally, though, I don't see that happening. Now, Barcelona, things are getting really interesting. Eric Abidal, he's been fired. So he sacked Barcelona's manager earlier in the week. Then yesterday he was fired himself. So it's absolutely crazy. And I feel like something is going to give. I can see the Barcelona president at some point leaving them as well, is what I reckon will happen in an effort to keep Lionel Messi at Barcelona, because he brings in that much revenue, with fans coming to the Nou Camp to watch him, and shirt sales, etc, etc. He's got his own brand and everything. It makes sense for Barcelona to keep Lionel Messi. And so Barcelona in a little bit of a mess. Now, moving on, Kalidou Koulibaly, let's speak about him. Right, so the update, Napoli, they're wanting to sell, they want to sort out their summer finances, they're wanting to do a bit more transfer business, and that's according to Marzio, and it's been reported also by Fabrizio Romano that talks are ongoing between Napoli and Manchester City with regards to Kalidou Koulibaly. Now, one of their central midfielders, Allen, he's been linked with an exit, and he is expected to leave first, and he's not expected to be the only player leaving Napoli this summer. They're expecting Kalidou Koulibaly to be closely following him out of the exit door. He's 29 years old. It makes sense now for Napoli to sell him because his value is only going to decrease from this summer. So Napoli, they're looking to sell. They're trying to get as much money as they can out of Manchester City before they ultimately will decide to sell him. And it's getting right to that crunch point now where Napoli do need to sell. And I say that because they've already lined up a replacement in Gabriel from Lille, £25 million. Arsenal is showing strong interest, and apparently they've now had a fee agreed. So Napoli's replacement for Kalidou Koulibaly could well be joining another club. So that is now forcing Napoli's hand. They want to go to the negotiations table with Manchester City. They want this Koulibaly transfer sealed and done ASAP so they can bring Gabriel in. So they need to agree a fee before Napoli can then complete that transfer. So that's what the clubs are working really hard on. Now, Nick Cecca and Alfredo Pedulla, both Italian sources, they are backing that up. They're saying that Napoli now are pushing really hard for the sale of Kalidou Koulibaly. Manchester City are willing to up their price from around 60 to 63 million euro, right up to 70 million euro. Manchester City willing probably to put on some add-ons on top of that to try and get this transfer done. Napoli originally wanted around 80 to 90 million euro. That price will come down. I can see Manchester City meeting them halfway, and a fee of around 70 million plus maybe 5 million or something like that in add-ons may make it Manchester City's most expensive transfer to date. But Manchester City and Napoli are trying to get this sorted, and they're trying to get it sorted soon. It has been reported that fees could be agreed even as soon as today. If that does happen, I'll of course let you know in my next transfer update, but I'll let you know ASAP on Twitter, so it's worthwhile following me on there just so you can keep up to date with everything that's happening. But Kalidou Koulibaly now, things are starting to warm up. Kalidou Koulibaly's agent's also keeping an eye on what's happening. He's been handling negotiations between Manchester City and Koulibaly. Personal terms have already been put in place, ready to be agreed and signed, so that isn't the problem. It's all about the fee, and it's all about Napoli agreeing with Manchester City. Napoli now very keen to get that done. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we've got an end to this, and this could be sorted soon. So keep your eyes and ears peeled to my videos. I'm going to keep my eyes and ears peeled to everything that's happening with this Koulibaly update. But good news is what I would say. So there we go. That has been the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Aiming for 600 likes. So any help towards that would be much appreciated by myself. Don't forget also, you leave your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. Koulibaly, are you happy with that or not? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately when I do upload. Past 10,000 subscribers, we're aiming for 20,000 subscribers. We're nearly at 11,000 subscribers. You guys are absolute legends. Thank you so much for that. Let's see if we can hit 11,000 subscribers by today at some point. And also, don't forget, find my social media links in the description below, or they're just sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and search for me and follow me on my social media. Email in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Like I said before, become a JSGC member if you so wish to get access to custom stickers and emojis, and also access to some of my videos as well. If you so wish, you can go press that join button next to the subscribe button. We've also got some JSGC merchandise as well. If you want to go and check that out, then feel free. That is literally just below the description. And I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next Manchester City daily transfer update. Hoping to bring you another positive update with regards to Kalidou Koulibaly. Who knows, we could have a fee agreed by this time tomorrow. You never know. I hope to bring that news to you first and fast. We've also got a live stream as well if you want to go and ask me any questions or come and have a watch along of the Lyon versus Bayern Munich game tonight. I'll have the link up to that later on today if you want to go and check that out as well and come have live discussions with me and good interactions and have a good time. Then I'll see everyone over there. If not, I'll see everyone again tomorrow for the next daily transfer update. So I've been JSGC. I hope everyone is safe and well. Thank you for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.